Stage-Ape EAGLE LED moving head light, and we have a Servo Pak 5 servo controller, and we have 5 RC type servos. These are like they're used on model airplanes. There's a 3-wire connector. You have to excuse the background noise. The Eagle light has a pretty good sized fan in it. So starting off, generally when you're starting things with the Mini D, on the keyboard here, you press the space bar and just puts everything in neutral. It sets all of the channels to 0, which means all the lights are off, the motors are off. And we've selected page 1. And page 1, we have access, direct access, to the first 12 DMX channels. We do this with the F keys, F1 to F12. Currently we have the Eagle set up with a base address of 1, and we have it set up to the 5-channel mode, which gives us access to the X position or the pan position and the Y position or the tilt position. We also have access to the light. There's a moving gobo available and several different effects. For right now we're just going to concentrate on the X and Y position and the overall brightness, and we're going to use, say, white as a color. So to start things off, again, we press the space bar. Our LED display here shows us SPC, which means that we're in fact in the space mode. We're going to select channel 1 on the Eagle light to adjust the X position. We're going to do that by pressing F1, and then we're going to advance this with our arrow key right here. We're going to press up, and each time we press up, it goes up by a value of 1. And you notice that the light is responding proportionally. If we hold the key, it'll go all the way up. And this will go up to 255. And stop it right there. Now, we're going to adjust the up and down position, which is channel 2. So we press F2 to select channel 2, and the LED displays the fact that we actually have 0 stored there, because we haven't adjusted that yet. I can go back to F1, which is channel 1, and I left that channel set at 104, which is about, a third of the way through the rotation. So I'm going to select channel 2. Notice I can select the channel anywhere I want without affecting the value of that channel. It'll simply display what the current value is. And as I hold the key, you notice the C with the 2 tells me that I'm on channel 2. So I'm going to increase this value from 0. And you see the head is moving up slightly. At this point we probably need to get some light. To turn the light on, channel 3, the way we have our light set up right now, is going to be our brightness. So we're going to select channel 3 by pressing the F key, the F3 key, and we're going to increase the brightness of our light. You notice it's coming on there just a little bit, and we're at a value of 24, and as we hold this, the brightness increases. Let's set this to about 100. Now if we want to focus right on our dinosaur over there, what we want to do is move back a little bit with our X position, which is channel 1, until we're at 104. This key, the up arrow key, makes it increase in value, 107. The down arrow decreases in value. And right about there. I'm going to select F2, channel 2, which controls the Y position, and I'm going to move him up just a little bit. Okay? So, at this point, channel 1 has got 101, channel 2 has 22, channel 3 has a value of 100. Let's say I want to save this as a scene. It's easy to do. Any of the letter keys can be assigned a scene. Let's save this in scene P. So I'm going to hit the print screen button over here on the keyboard. Then I'm going to press the letter key that I want to assign the scene to. In this case, let's say the P. Then I press the insert key. Now whenever I press the P key, I'll come back to this position. For example, I'm going to press the space bar, turns everything off. I'm going to press the P key, and there I am. Let's make another scene. Let's say point to our second dinosaur there. To do that, some of my settings are already set. For example, I'm already, partially through the X position, and my Y position is almost right. And say I want to leave the light on the same brightness. All I really need to do is adjust the X position. So again, I'm going to pick channel 1, and I'm going to increase this value until I get over about there. And I want to bring it down just a little bit. F2, select channel 2, and I'm right about on. Let's say I want to save this. I have this set up for P. I want to set this up, say, for O, the next key over. Print screen. The key I want to save it as, O, and insert. If I press P, I get my first scene. If I press O, I get my second scene. I turn everything off. I press O, I get that. And let's go on and save the third one. I want to select my X position, F1 for channel 1. I'm going to increase this a little bit, about there. Select channel 2 for the Y position. Save it right there. Okay? We've got P and O. Let's say this is I. Print screen. I. Insert. Press the P key. And press the O key. Press the I key. To make these scenes operate automatically, I can make a sequence, or sometimes known as a chase. What I do to start is I press the home key, which starts recording my scene presses. So I just press the keys that I want, the scenes that I want to show. Let's say I, and then O, and then P. And then say I want to go back to I. And say that that's all I want to do. I'm going to save this. I just press any one of these 16 keys over here on the number pad. Let's say this is 9. See, it's playing the sequence. I can press the number keys and the tick key just to the left of the 1 and select a different speed. That's moving pretty slow. So I go to the right, I increase the speed.